This is a 2011 Gibson SG Melody Maker. There's the back. And this is a very, very weird SG. For starters, I don't have one to compare it to, out and about anyway. It is slightly smaller body size than a regular SG. We obviously only have one pickup. The pickup was only in these guitars. It is a 496T, I believe. So typically you have a 490R, 498T. This is a 496T specific to this guitar. I think it's just wound a little bit hotter. Maybe it's somewhere in between a 490 and a 498, but not as hot as a 498T. You only have one volume knob. There's your input jack on the front, not on the side or anything. In terms of wood, very interesting construction. So the body, you would think, oh, it's Gibson, so it's got to be mahogany. No, this is a maple body guitar. And now it's very light because of how thin it is, as you can see. But it's a maple body guitar. I think they came in white, blue, and black. Maybe red. I don't think red. What's also really weird is you think this is a rosewood fretboard. It's not. This is, they call it a tortified maple. You may know it as a roasted maple fretboard. So other very weird wood, because during this era, 2011 or so, Gibson was going through some troubles with rosewood and ebony, and they were experimenting, and I think this is one of those experimental guitars. Now the neck itself, if you can see some wood grain here, still mahogany. The neck's a lot shinier than the body. This is a satin finish, very thin satin finish. You can probably see a little bit of rub off right there on the edge where I've been playing. And then of course you got the interesting headstock. So a lot of people are thrown off by the headstock because they're like, well, where's the rest of it? And yes, it is a weird Gibson headstock where they do not have the wings on the headstock. We also have kidney bean Gibson Deluxe tuners. You don't see a lot of those on many things. Overall, just it's a neat guitar. It sounds good. It plays good. I don't personally play this one a lot. This was the first Gibson I ever owned. I like a neck pickup. I'm very used to a neck pickup. I'm very used to a tone control. And honestly, this one's a little hard to dial in. So if you're swapping guitars, especially in a gigging situation, you got to go through, if you're pulling this out, you got to go mess with all of your settings to dial it in. Sounds good, but a little difficult initially to learn how to do it. Subscribe for more.